This is something I've never told anyone, but today I need to get it off my chest. At 25, I left my home country with one suitcase, a head full of dreams, and just enough money for a one-way flight to Dubai. I told my mom, "Give me 2 years. I'll come back successful." She smiled, but her eyes were full of worry. I thought I was prepared. I wasn't. In Dubai, I quickly learned I was just another foreigner chasing gold in a desert of rejection. I applied to over 200 jobs. No replies, no callbacks. I stood in lines with dozens of others under the heat, resume in hand, with fake confidence in my voice. One day I was so desperate that I wore the same white shirt for the third day in a row. It smelled like sweat and broken pride. Still, I smiled and asked, "Are you hiring?" They looked at me like I was dirt. People stared. Some laughed. One man even told me, "Go home. You people come here and expect too much." That night I cried in the airport bathroom for 20 minutes. Not because of the words, but because I believed them. I was in a strange country, rejected by strangers, sleeping 2 hours a night in a shared room, eating once a day when I could afford it. After 3 years of scraping by, I got an email. "You're being deported." No reason, no warning, just gone. I landed back home with $4 to my name and a bruised soul. I was too ashamed to go home to my parents. I couldn't face the friends who once threw me a farewell party. Even my girlfriend blocked me. To them, I was just a failure who promised the stars and came back empty-handed. So I found a small apartment, barely livable. No electricity half the time. Rain came through the ceiling. I wrote business plans by candlelight. Literally. The only person who believed in me was my little sister. She was just 20. She sent me $10 every few days, enough for bread and water. Sometimes she skipped her own lunch to help me survive. She once told me, "You're not a failure, bro. You're just buried right now. But you're a seed, and seeds grow in the dark." Those words broke me and rebuilt me. I stopped feeling sorry for myself. I turned off my phone, cut out the noise. I picked up a second-hand laptop. Slow, cracked screen. But it worked. I studied every night. Coding, marketing, e-commerce, trading. I didn't know what would work, but I knew something had to. 1 year later, I launched my first small online store. It flopped. Then another. Slight improvement. And then one site hit. Hard. Traffic blew up. Sales poured in. Within a few months, I had multiple revenue streams. Then I got a deal. One I still can't believe happened. It made me over $50 million in under 6 months. But here's the plot twist. The same company that once rejected me in Dubai emailed me again. They offered me a regional manager role at 10 times the salary they once refused to pay me. I didn't reply. Not out of anger, but because I'd already outgrown the version of me that needed their validation. Now, I take care of my family. I speak at events. And my little sister? She's the CFO of my company. I didn't just make money. I built peace and purpose. If you've made it this far, maybe this story hit something real for you. If it did, why not show some love by liking the video? It's free, and it really helps more than you think. And if you're going through your own dark soil moment, remember this. You're not buried. You're planted. And when the time is right, you'll rise. Tag someone who needs to hear this. And never stop believing in your own comeback story.